Welcome everybody, MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the freaking hobbies coming at you, back from Christmas vacation break. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas, and that's correct, I said Merry Christmas. There's no happy holiday crap coming out of my microphone. It's Merry Christmas, and it always will be. Nice to see everybody out here. Super Speedway Kings back live in action. Nothing but the best. Some great racing coming your way. Bear with me, folks. I got a sinus infection so bad I can hardly even see here. But we're going to get through this bad boy. So grab yourself something to drink, something to munch on. Come on back and spend a little time with us here, the Super Speedway Kings. We will be back right after the national anthem and a few other things.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket track, the bomb busting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the frame, and the home of the brave.
Welcome back, everybody. MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the hobbies coming at you. Super Speedway Kings here on a Tuesday night. Getting back into the swing of things. Are the guys going to be a little rusty or aren't they? We'll find out in about 1 minute and 50 seconds. Anybody out there, hop on over, MaxspeedTV. Check us out, subscribe to us. 9,500 subscribers now, roughly. That's pretty darn good. Let's see. 2 fast repairs is what these cats get out here. A few things we want to watch out for, just to refresh your memory, is it's simple. Speeding on pit road, that's going to suck. You don't want to do it. It's a no-no. You also got to be really careful when you're coming in on green flag pit stops, because you can get ran over or you can run somebody else over. And I've seen them get turned right into their pit stalls. Those kind of things is going to make a bad day for you. That's going to really hurt. These guys are out here going for a championship, and that's no way to get the points when that stuff happens to you. So keep those things in mind. Green flag pit stops, we should see some. Could there be cautions? It's a possibility. It's super speedway, folks. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. I guess it's kind of like getting the COVID or a sinus infection, and I happen to have the sinus infection, but you're going to get it, so it's the way it is. About 35 seconds to go. I'd like to welcome everybody out in YouTube. Appreciate you guys coming out here tonight, hanging out with us. And I apologize. I had no time to set up the OBS, so we don't have no in-rig cameras tonight. That's my apologies. I probably couldn't see them to click them on anyway. So we're just going to wing it. How's that? Coming up to the grid right now. If you do have anybody out there you want me to give a shout out to, just tell me on YouTube and I'll make sure I get it out through the broadcast for these guys. I don't live by any of them. You know that. So I'll say whatever you want me to say. Within reason. I don't want to get in trouble. I do enough of that on my own. But anyway, these guys are getting ready to come to the grid right now, I do believe. And when they do, we're going to be able to go through here and I'll be able to screw up all these names that I do so well in the future and in the past. There they are. Now we're getting somewhere. All right, let's do this. Patrick Alvarado, number 31. He's going to be your pole cat tonight for the race. 90. Mr. Gary Jenkins along right beside him. Watch out. Gary's been on a tear lately. This guy loves to push. It's that simple. Row number 2, the 88, the one and only Gabe Butler. I call him the Snake, and I always will call him the Snake because he'll sneak up on you and he'll get you before you even realize it, just like a rattlesnake. And, of course, the 23 is Sebastian Marin. The kid iRaces 24/7. That's why he's never had a girlfriend at 19. But you know what? If you're that good of a racer, who needs a girlfriend, right? It's cheaper to pay for it and support it. You hear me? Anyway, keep an eye out on the kid. He's pretty tough. Row number 3, the 48, BK Anderson, one of my drivers of MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the freaking hobbies. And beside him, another guy that's won more championships than I've probably got socks in my drawer, Rick Seabrands. Row number 4, the 04, the ladies' man. I don't know why they call him that, because I've seen the pictures. One Mark Mann. And the 16, beside him, Mr. Jimmy Crow. This is his league. Row 5, the number 6, my other driver for MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the freaking hobbies, is going to be Cody Nagels. And along beside him, the 38 of Tim Hamilton. Row 6 in the 44, Mr. Anthony English, and the 09 of Frank. Oh, Lord. I'm just calling him Frank F. Felomino. I think it's Felomino Jr. If not, it is tonight. I did not get my Hooked on Phonics for Christmas, by the way, if you're wondering. Row 7, the 071 of Eric Lowry, and the 02 beside him, one of the twins, Seth Grover. Watch him. He loves the high side with his brother. They are inseparable. Row number 8, the 7, Dale Willoughby, and the 21 of Tony Wright. Row number 9, the 39 of Jason Kirkland, and the 429 of Mr. Paul Witt. Row 10 to 33 of James Moen, and the 411 of Tom Dixon. And the 11th row, number 5 of Sean Makara. The 088 of, I just plain and simple, Stefan. Row 12, the 77 of Robert DuPont, and the 91 of Ernie Williams Jr. Row 13 to 22 of Casey Cowcrest and the 46 of Mr. David Overstreet. Row 14 to 17 of Mr. J.D. Crow. Watch him on top. He loves it there. And the 40 of Mr. Peter Jaja Deborah. And in row 1595, James Mayer, the 510 of Richard Sanchez. Row 16, number 1 of Harold Rothery. And the 101 of Randy Miner. Row 17 to 63, the boy wonder himself. He was born with a helmet on and gloves. Ouchie mama. That's right, Logan Hilton. And the 01, the other twin, Patrick Grover. And row 18 to 171, Robert Rock of the 20 beside him. I'm just calling him Jimbo. Row 19 to 34, Andrew Schroeder, and the 13 of Andy B. Row 20 to 11 of Robert Felzine, and the 2 of Jim Hickson. Row 21 to 14, Dave Bingle, and the 45, Todd Siebels. And row 22, the Eddie Van Halen fan, the man himself, the 55 of Dean Wilkinson. All right, let's rock and roll. You know what time it is? It's time to get it going. Super Speedway Kings now. Mr. Jenkins way up there on that second line, being shoved by none other than the 23 of Sebastian Marin. The number 31, Patrick Alvarado, being shoved by Mr. B.K. Anderson in the 48 machine. These guys have been practicing for about an hour before this race. They kind of got it all back down. It all came back to them. They're feeling kind of froggy, so I'm expecting a good race tonight. The man, Mark Mann, in the number 04, currently in the 7th position. Kind of the lone wolf out here. He's been a winner. Watch him. Jenkins still keeping it up on the high side with the 23 of the kid, Sebastian Marin, right there on his bumper. And then on the inside, the 31. And he's got Mr. B.K. Anderson right there pushing him. Now they're thinking 3 wide already. And who's thinking 3 wide? Oh, I don't know. Looks like possibly there, the number 6, Mr. Cody Nagels was peeking out there. Probably trying to hook up with his teammate driver, the 48. I don't know. Back here in the back in the Haviland machine, the Davey Allison paint scheme. At least that's the one I remember. Rosedale, Jarrett, and everybody else, but he's the one I remember mostly. There he is, Tim Hamilton. Nice to see him. He's cracked the top 10, hanging right there with him. Now the 22, Casey Dialcrest. You can see him right there. And you got the boy wonder Logan Hilton. He's the last truck in this pack. Now you're going to come back to these other cats. The 7 of Willoughby and the 429 of Mr. Paul Witt. They are together. And here the rest of these guys, he's got to catch up with them. That's going to be Patrick Grover and Jason Kirkland. And you go on back a little further and you got yourself another pack coming. James Mayer, J.D. Crow, the rest of these guys. We got one falling way back to the back. He's just got to hang out down there and hop back in somewhere, it looks like. taking a peek up there, up against the fence, thinking about making it 3 wide. The 31, Patrick Alvarado, you know where he's at. He's in the rocking chair. It's as safe as in your mama's arms is what I always call it. And that's where he's at. Nice to see Mr. Markman up here running up into the front, changing his style just a little bit. A lot of these guys are hanging back, just letting these laps wind down. Like all these cats right here are being led by Mr. Gabe Butler. You don't see it right there in his telemetry, but that is him. The 411 of Mr. Tom Dixon sitting in the back here watching the show. There's Mr. Butler. And I still have not asked him if he has not gotten permission for me to have a picture of my wife on his tailgate. I'm going to have a chat with him about that. Riding along with Mr. Jimmy Crow right now. We got ourselves a caution already. And we're going to have to figure out where and what that is. And I do believe we're going to find it right here. Take a look and slow emotion. The 4 and the 90 get together. They do a little scraping. And I'm telling you, that's close. They held that there for quite a while, actually. Yeah, it looks like Mr. Jenkins might be pinching just a little too hard. Anyway, it got him all the way down on the double yellow line there. And he's going to come back up and try to gather it. And when he does, it's a good chance. Yep, they're going to touch right there. Now, there is what you want to call net code. Now, watch it. The 90. They didn't even touch. See that? They didn't touch it all. And then Sebastian's going to go sideways like he's sprint carring around this track. But the net code started that mess right there. And of course, when that happens, well, it's not pretty. It ain't pretty at all. Take it from this end. Watch it full speed. Everybody trying to miss the 23 the best they can. And they do. Well, except for the 83 or the 33 there. It came in and drilled him. And they're all going to come in. And they're going to get worked on. Sebastian may end up having to use a fast repair. Let's see if he does. We'll ride with him. And yes, he does. Fast repair used. All clean and new. Everybody went into the pits except for this cat right here. Richard Sanchez. He did not go in. Mr. Siebels, he's 1 lap down already. I think there must have been something with the internet or iRacing or something, because, man, there's already four guys a lap down. So something goofy had happened there at the start of this race. I'm not sure what it was. But Mr. Seabrands would be waiting patiently to be able to get around him. Get that lap back. He's sporting a new paint job, by the way. I have to say, it's kind of sharp. I like it. I like it a lot. There he is. Mr. Sanchez says, I want to lead a lap. I want to get that all-important point. And they should, I'm thinking, let Mr. Seabrands go around and get his lap back here at some point. You see him backing off. There's your top five: Sanchez, Anderson, Alvarado, Seabrands, and Hilton. Hope everybody had a great Christmas. I'm kind of under the weather, so I apologize if I'm not my normal enthusiastic type personality, the loving person that I am, that you guys love to listen to. But quite frankly, I feel like crap. But we're here and we're going to get this thing taken care of. BK Anderson, he's going to be on the top. There he is in the 48 MaxspeedTV TV machine. Richard Sanchez is on the bottom in the Smith & Wesson. Patrick Alvarado, he's going to be there pushing on that bottom line. Rick Seabrands to be your pusher up top. Fifth is going to be Logan Hilton. Then there's Gary Jenkins. Cody Nagels is seventh. Anthony English, 8th. Sean Macara, 9th. And Mr. Tim Hilton is 10th. Get that godforsaken ugly pace car out of the way and let's go do some racing, fellers. And here they come. Sanchez down in the bottom in the 510 machine, being shoved by the 31 of Patrick Alvarado. He is your pole cap for the race. The boy wonder down in the bottom of 63, Logan Hilton. Up top's the 48 of BK Anderson. Has not won a broadcasted super speedway race yet. That luck may change tonight. We don't know. We'll find out. And right behind him, he's got one of the best, Mr. Rick Seabrands, right there pushing. Moving up to the 12th position is the 429 of Mr. Paul Witt, started 18th, supporting that autism truck. We'll get a good look at it right there. Top line's got a little bit of power going to it. It's got some muscle, but not quite enough to do anything with that bottom line yet. Thanks, Karen. I'll feel better as soon as all my drugs kick in. I'm hoping. My wife says I sound like a chipmunk. BK Anderson up on that top line, being shoved by the 4 Rick Seabrands, trying to get him out there in front to get him down into what I call the rocking chair. Whereas as safe as in your mama's arms is what I always say. And the 510, that's where he is at right now. Whoa, we got a little pushing going on right there. I don't know. They got to be able to hold that off. I don't know if he can come back on there without hitting anybody, and he does. Now, guys, that right there, now that's the doggone good driving. Period. I'm going to tell you right now. And we are staying green. As much as I want to go back and check and see what happened, I'm not going to because, well, I don't want to screw up anything if we have anything exciting happen. No caution, though. The guys held it together. What a great job. Not sure who those drivers were, but Great job holding it on the line. Anytime you get off that track and go over that double yellow line, you try to pop back on, boy, it'd about throw you crazy. Trying to gather their thoughts back up. And that's why some of these guys way back here are where they are at. Now, Sebastian Marin, he's riding back here in the 30th position. He's had to use one fast repair so far. I'm sure he's not a happy camper about that. And it looks like one of the Grovers, Seth, his computer took a, well, to make it a friendly atmosphere, let's just say it took a dump. How's that? Whoa, the 01, he got loose. What the heck happened to him right there? He gathered it back up. Have mercy. He runs something over the track and we didn't see it, or what? He was sideways for a minute. He's got to gather back up now. Back up front, still doing the battle, and Jenkins now is up on that high line. Trying to make something work. Somebody forgot to tell my two drivers that they're supposed to be pushing each other. Guess I have to have a team meeting afterwards, huh? Somebody forgot to tell them that. Nice to see him up there. Both of these guys have not won a super speedway event live broadcasted, so it'd be kind of cool if one of them can do it. That, in fact, my face is plastered all over that truck, both of them. Richard Sanchez, he's led 6 laps. He started 30th. He is out of pit sequence with the rest of these guys. Then about another 4 or 5 laps, he will be having to come in and pit. Mr. Mark Mann is bringing up some serious clout and bringing it with him, too. All these cats back here behind him. There's Mr. Gabe Butler. There's Patrick Grover. Sebastian Marin. Sorry about that. Had to sneeze. Anyway, bringing some clout with them right here. These guys are hanging out. Trying to get these laps down a little bit before things get a little crazy. But you kind of got people all over this track. And I'm going to show you here if I widen it out. Right here's your bunch. That's all the way to the number 7 machine, it looks like. There's the 46 Overstreet. And then the rest of these cats, they're all the way back around here. And there's another couple. So we got them everywhere on this track. Seth should have asked for a computer for Christmas, Karen. What do you think? Sanchez still staying on the bottom. Now, here's the thing. At some point here, at about another 3 or 4 laps or so, he is going to have to come in and pit. And he's leading this train. So that's going to be interesting. Hopefully he's got his arms sticking out that window when he comes in. If not, it could get ugly. Mr. Dean Wilkinson bringing up the rear of this pack right here in the 22nd spot. He started 43rd. Thinking about making it 3 wide. The 63. Logan, whoa, up into the wall. Somebody's grabbing the wall. I don't know who it was. Keep an eye on him right here. It might have been, I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. I want to say it might have been that 40, possibly. Peter, I don't know if he touched that wall or not, but he definitely got all sorts of damage going on right there. That's for sure. That's a handful to handle, too. And he's also blew my mind with a new paint scheme. "22 out of 77 laps is in the books. And I'm probably going to be hoarse before this is over with." Seabrand still doing the pushing on the bottom side. Gonna sound like Kermit the Frog before this is over with, huh? What do you think? Maybe I get Miss Piggy to come out and help me. There he goes. He darts off and doesn't get ran over coming into the pits. He's going to give up the lead. Mr. Seabrand is going to be on the bottom. If you guys would take a second out and be so kindly, smash that like button if you would. 20 people watching and 6 likes. You guys are hurting my feelings already. Seabrands is on the bottom, riding it around, and he's got the 48 of BK Anderson right up his butt pushing. Jenkins is up on the top line with the number 6 of Cody Nagels pushing. Nice to see that 429, Mr. Paul Witt making his way up. And right there he is. Let me get rid of that. There he is on the bottom. We are 3 wide, nice and tight. You want to know what it's like running around nice and tight 3 wide? It's scary. Kevin, if I take a shot of whiskey, you'll probably hear me fall over here since I don't drink. That might not be a good idea. Maybe when I go to bed, I'm going to get drunk on NyQuil. We got trouble right here, and we're going to ride right along with them in it. That's going to bring out a caution. Let's slow it down right here. Maybe we'll be able to see it. We was riding along with the number 5. Something right here happened. Not quite sure. We'll watch it and see. It's right up there in front of him, I think. Well, maybe we will. A little slow, but it's going to happen. I promise. I'm not lying. About the time I speed it up, we'll miss it. Should be right up here. I don't know if the 5 and 21, they got really close, but they didn't touch or do anything. And here they come again, and that's where it's going to happen at. And that's what done it. That's what started it. One of the only Grover in this race, he's going to get tagged. That's not good. See what? They just, 2 people going for the same piece of real estate, but I'm telling you what, they were, it looks to me like, and I could be wrong, but to me, it kind of looks like the 5, he's holding his own, and then it looks like the 5 might be coming down a little bit, then the 21 might be coming up. I'm calling that a racing incident, period. That's simple. That's all it was. So the boys are going to all get together and line back up, and they're going to come into the pit road, and they will not have to do a green flag pit stop, folks. Yet. Nice to see everybody out here. John Black, nice to see you, buddy. Michelle Anderson saying go Team Limitless, which happens to be my team. And Tammy Hilton, she's out here with us. Nice to see her. And everybody is coming in. As we can see them, they're all popping in here. And I bet you're wondering who's going to be leading them out. Well, I'm going to tell you. Mr. Logan Hilton is going to lead them away. Cody Nagels and BK Anderson's right behind him. Rick Seabrands is going to be fourth. Jason Kirtland is fifth. Tony Wright's going to be sixth. Sebastian Marin is going to be seventh. Eighth is going to be Patrick Alvarado. And then Richard Sanchez and Casey Gilchrist. That's your top 10. Some of the guys that's used their fast repairs already. Well, let's see the ones that are kind of, let's just say they're going to have to be really careful out here. Tony Wright at 21. He's used up his fast repairs. He's done. Used them both. He's got to keep the fenders on that bad boy if he can. Another driver is going to be the number 1. Harold Rothery, I believe. He's used both of his fast repairs. Todd Siebel's in the 45, not having a day that he was hoping for. He's had to use 2 fast repairs already as well. Frank Jr., he's had to use 2. Robert DuPont's had to use 2. Those cats are going to have to keep this puppy clean all the way to the end of this race. Michael Russell, are you up in here with me?
Shh. No, I'm not here.
I thought I smelt you up here in my booth. I can't smell, brother. I can't.
I heard me a good idea earlier.
What was that?
You need to take you a little snort of whiskey.
If I take any whiskey, you're gonna have to broadcast the rest of this because I don't drink.
I know you're not. I know you're not that much of a lightweight now. Just one little, like a teaspoonful.
I don't know. I guarantee you one thing: I'm gonna drink a half a bottle of NyQuil when this thing's done.
Night.
So what do you think? 28 laps out of 77 in the book. We've had 2 cautions. The guys seem to be running pretty well together.
Yeah, but also, Bobby, I think it's Daytona. You know, Daytona's a monster.
Yeah, it's pretty tight. There's no doubt about it. And these guys are running 3 wide here and there, which is, impressive by the drivers. But still, Daytona, it's a whole different breed. It's tough.
Yes, sir. I'm just mad that I was working on my project here at home and didn't get in time. It was full before I could get in. So I'm going to hang out and listen to you.
Oh, well, that's awful nice of you. I'll have to holler at you. And if you start hearing me coughing and gasping for breath, you know to step in.
Okay. I'll tell somebody to dial 911.
All right, here we go, man. Mr. Logan Hilton's going to lead him down on the bottom. And the 6 of Cody Nagels is up top. Seabrands immediately jumps down into the bottom. He's going to be the 3rd truck in the number 4. Now we're going to have to wait patiently for that other line to get caught back up with him. Like I said earlier, the 21 of Tony Wright, he's going to have to play nice because he has no more repairs. By the way, these guys are moving around. Logan right there went up on the high side. I don't know if he tried to block a little bit there or just pick up a little momentum from him, but he wisely brought it back down to the rocking chair. Jason Kirtland up in the number 5th position, started 17th, and here he is. Sebastian Mayer, remember him? He's a kid that ain't got no girlfriend. He doesn't need one because he races, and races very well. He was caught up in an altercation earlier, I think the very first caution we had, and here he is right now, back up in the 6th position. You can see Mr. Wilkinson back there in the back. Keep an eye on him real quick. There he is. He's going to come on to the back of this pack, and he's going to ride the thing out. And why is he doing that, you ask? I'm going to show you why. Because he can sit here and watch everybody up in front of him. He has a really good view of this whole entire field. If anything happens, well, he can avoid it, hopefully, and not have to use a fast repair. Because a fast repair is your friend, and you don't have enough of them. Seth Grover, the caution was already out, and the number 5 just lost it during the yellow. Alrighty then. Well, let's see, where is the number 5? That's Sean Makara. He's back in the 13th spot. Patrick Alvarado, he is your polecat for this race. He's currently in the 9th position. Some of the other notables back here. Anthony English in the 44, riding it out in the 19th. Paul Witz in the 20th. I call him Jimbo. He's riding around in the 21st position back here. These cats are just hanging out. Mark Mann, 23rd. Gabe Butler. Now, Gabe must have came in late or something must have happened because I got no telemetry on him whatsoever. Something must have happened, but he made the race at least. Back up front, though, the boy wonder Logan Hilton holding these cats off. Trying to get something going on that top line. The Limitless Racing team with my face plastered all over it. It's the MaxspeedTV team. My boys. Trying to get something going on that high line. Needing a little bit of help from Tony Wright and the rest of the cats.
Gabe is right now in 24th position.
Is he?
Yes, sir.
Yep, there he is. Yeah, I don't have no telemetry on him when I pop him up, so something must have happened. He must have popped out and popped back in or something. I draw a blank on him. But he won't be there for long. Just keep an eye on that number 88 throughout the whole race. Trust me. Richard Sanchez, he's led 11 laps. He's currently in 9th. He started 30th. Now, he's on a different pit strategy than everybody else. Everybody else has got 7 and 8 laps, and he's showing 12 on his. One of my driver's dads out here said, Bobby, your boneheaded team finally figured it out. Be easy on my boys. One of them happens to be your boy. The guys are doing a good job up there. Mr. Seabrands, I'm impressed with him right there. Number 4, he's won more championships, like I said, than I've got socks in my drawer. You look in your rearview mirror and you see that Yeti machine behind you. It just makes you feel all warm and fuzzy all over because you know you got yourself a veteran behind you pushing. And speaking of veterans pushing, let's see, where are we looking at here? Not sure what's going on. I said it earlier, way back here. Todd Siebels is currently 36th, and he's had to use 2 of his fast repairs, Michael. So he's going to have to keep the fenders on that bad boy for the rest of this race.
Well, I guess he's seen I wasn't in the race, so he could just, you know, kind of drive comfortably and not worry about wrecking his car.
Well, he must have had a bullseye on it or something because he's already had to use 2 of his repairs.
I'm sure ER could break somebody.
That's going to be a rough night Rough night for him, I'll tell you that. He's got to try to keep the fenders on that this whole race. That's a tough thing to do. Plus, try to get up here and get racy with these guys. We got a lot of them that hang back there and watch this. I mean, Jimmy Crow, he's in right now. Not sure what's going on with Jimmy, but he's actually 14 laps down. He might be taking a break. The whiskey might have ran dry. What do you think?
Yeah, Jimmy didn't have enough to drink tonight.
Is that what it was? He's gonna have to get on his pit crew about that. He needs more in his sippy cup, you hear me? He needs a bigger one.
Yeah, I think he needs to see if one of these teams has an extra fuel can so he can fill it up with a wild turkey.
24th position, Mark Mann, riding it out. He's had to use one fast repair already tonight. Just got to take care of it. We still got a ways to go. The boy wonder, he's jumping up on that high side. I think, you know what? I think he says, I've had enough of this up front stuff. I think I'm just going to let you guys duke it out for a while, and I'm going to head to the back where calmer heads prevail. And that's exactly what he did. He dropped all the way back to the 13th spot. Mr. Seabrands is going to be your leader, and he's got that 39, Jason Kirkland. I don't know anything about Jason. I don't know if he's a newcomer or what, or I just don't remember him. But he's doing a heck of a job tonight. He started 17th, and here he is in the 3rd spot. You can see that outside line picking up a little bit of speed down this backstretch, but then in the turns, that bottom line seems to prevail. Excuse me. Couldn't shut my mic off quick enough. The 34 of Andrew Schroeder. I am not used to seeing him in that number. And there he is. He's got his Jets paint scheme out. Nice to see him out here running. He's currently 11th, and he started 37th. You know, I just saw a thing the other day, today, Michael. The Jets quarterback went to a fast food restaurant and gave the person that was waiting on him 2 tickets. As you can see, the 101 went up there and gave the 07 a little kiss. Just about turned him. But I thought that was a pretty stand-up thing to do for that Jets quarterback.
Yes, sir. You'd be surprised at what some of these guys do.
Yep. Some of them actually have a heart when they're not counting all their money. Jason Kirtland in the 39. He's going to be up on that top line. He's got BK Anderson right there. Pushed him far enough to stick him right in the rocking chair on the bottom side. I will have to say, for most of this race, Team MaxspeedTV Limitless, these guys have owned this top line up here for quite a while. They just can't seem to be getting going nowhere to pass anybody. Mr. Jenkins right there in the 90 machine. He was caught up in an incident, I do believe. And there he is. He's back. He's had to use one fast repair. He's currently residing in the 7th position. Now, this is something that's kind of sad. Only one Grover on the racetrack, Patrick. His twin brother Seth had a computer problem. Got knocked out of the race. I got a small suspicion that he opened the window and chucked that thing outside out in the lawn or the parking lot or driveway somewhere. What do you think? JD Crow right there behind him. In the 29th position. Another guy sits back here and waits and watches.
When it comes go time, though, you watch JD Crow go to that top line.
JD Crow absolutely loves the top line, along with the Grovers. Patrick and Seth both. They live for that thing. Got ourselves a caution out here already. Not sure what. See if I can find it.
Looked like we had one on his lid there for a minute.
Try to figure out where it might be at here. Oh, there it was. Wow, Mr. Jenkins. He almost came up and gave me a big kiss in the booth, I'm telling you. Yeah, we're going to have to back that up and see what the heck happened on that deal. Let's run it back here. There it is. Him, the 48, get into it. Sends Mr. Jenkins an flying. Ain't no doubt in my mind, that poor guy right there, he's got the Dude Wipes Award for sure. What do you think? He's probably got more skid marks in his shorts than the track has. One more time. Let's run it back so we can see exactly what happened. All right, we'll slow her down. Take a look. So far, everything looks pretty good, unless I've rewound it too far back. There you can see that right here. Everything's still looking fine. And right there, you can see the 90 creeping up. At least that's the way it looks to me.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, the 90 creeps up and he crowds the 48, Mr. BK Anderson, and sticks him into the wall. But the guy who paid most dearly for that's going to be Mr. Jenkins. As you can see, he's going for a ride. And he didn't have to pay $28 million to go up there either, like some of the other ones did here a few weeks back. They're all coming in now, and they are all in. There's Patrick Alvarado. He's your polecat. And he is going to be the lead truck out of those pits. Jason Kirtland's right there. Right behind him, Sebastian Marin, Cody Nagels, Rick Seabrands, Richard Sanchez, Logan Hilton. And unfortunately, after all that occurred, Mr. Jenkins is going to be 2 laps down, and he can use a fast repair, but he's not using it. I can tell you that right now. He's sitting there. I don't know if he's trying to get that machine fixed or he's still in the daze from being flipped all over the place.
Gabe Butler from 24th to 10th.
Yeah. The snake himself, the 88 machine. Now, I don't know if you heard me say this or not, but he did not get permission to have a picture of my wife in the back of his truck. See that?
Yeah, I was seeing that. I was wondering if he was going to question him about that.
I haven't questioned him yet, but I'm going to have to, apparently. I should get some royalties for that or something. I'm not sure, but
yeah.
I'll have to discuss that at a later date. But she looks pretty good on there, though, I have to admit. She looks skinnier on the truck she does in person. I don't know.
I take it your wife's not in the room.
What do you think? 45 laps. Downs. Total of 77. Do a quick summary if we can here. 33 laps to go. 3 cautions. 12 lead changes.
It looks like Gabe's having to give up some spots. He's back to 12th now.
Well, who we got? We got, again, Patrick Alvarado down on the bottom. Your polecat right up here again. Jason Kirtland's going to lead the boys up on the top side. You got Cody Nagels, Rick Seabrands, Logan Hilton, Paul Witt, 6th. Dave Bingle, 7th. 8th is Andrew Schroeder. 9th is James Mayer. And then 10th's going to be Harold Rothery. Rothery, whatever you want to call him. Anyway, it's Harold and he's 10th. Hark the Herald Angel drives. Never mind. Now it's time for these guys way back here to start working their way up. Your Dean Wilkinsons, your Mark Mann, Patrick Grover, Sebastian, Stefan, Anthony English, those cats. Back to green flag in here. Super Speedway Kings coming at you. Mr. Schroeder's having a pretty darn good run here tonight in that 34. I still cannot get over the 34. I'm so used to him having the 48. But I know one thing's for sure. Let's get up here and take a look. Let's ride with Patrick. Down on that bottom line. Now, you'll be able to see it once we get around this turn. But they're going to be slowly coming up on a lap lonely truck up here. And that truck up there is going to be a set and duck. And in just a matter of seconds. Because these cats are coming. What do I always say? Gonna be like a fat lady on a Sunday. They're gonna be all over him. And that is, I do believe that is going to be BK Anderson running for his life, and he wisely gets down out of the way. BK, result of the last caution where Mr. Jenkins came up and just touched him. Just enough to ruin his day, I believe. Still up front, Patrick Alvarado in the 31 machine. He's on the bottom in the rocking chair. Logan Hilton in the 63 right there in the 6th spot. And they will have to make one more pit stop. The question is it going to be a green flag or is it going to be a yellow flag? Kirkland went down on that double yellow line. You got to be real careful about doing that because it'll throw you when you try to get back up on that track. Riding around with Mr. Alvarado. He's doing the pushing on the bottom. You want to make sure when you push that you are ever so gently. And you want to make sure you're square. If you're square, you can hit the heck out of them. But if you're not, oh my. See him getting up there? See, right there it is. Perfect example. Absolutely perfect example right there, guys. That is a no-no. Run it back and we'll watch it. We'll slow it down right here. You can see him coming into the turn. And get rid of that. See him, he's perfect lineup right here. He's perfectly straight coming out of the turn. That's when you want to start your push because you can go all the way down this backstretch. The problem of it is Kirkland was not holding that line anymore. You can watch him. He's starting to get just a little wiggly right here, probably from being pushed. But right there, he's not in line. He's not in line right here, and he pushes him right there, and he'll hit him again. And when he does, just enough to give him a turn. And when he does, well, that's just, it's ugly. Real ugly. That's what happens. Caution number 4. 16 lead changes, 28 laps to go. Now, here's the question, Mr. Michael Russell, you being the driver and me being a loudmouth broadcaster. You've been out there for 6 laps and you know you're going to have to pit again. Do you pit now or do you wait?
I would wait.
My thoughts exactly. And everybody else.
Simply because it's Daytona. I mean, it's a caution is coming. I mean, you know it's coming. Because those guys back there in the back that's been shuffled to the back that are most of the time they're in the front, they're going to be racing hard to get to the front, back to the front. And it's coming. I promise you, Bobby.
Oh, yeah, it's coming. I do not doubt that for 1 second. And the only guy that took our heat was the 31 of Patrick Alvarado, because everybody else, they came into the pits. But still, they're still not going to have enough. They will have to continue to pit about 23, 24 laps. And you're looking at 27. Oh, yeah, they're still going to have to pit short pit somewhere here again. There's your leader, Patrick Alvarado. Your top 5. And look at that. Look who just cracked the top 5. None other than Mr. Gabe Butler.
I was watching Mr. Eric Laurie when that caution happened, and he was wheeling that truck. He got real lucky going through there. Didn't get a scratch.
51 laps down out of 77. Lowry's led 8 laps. He's been your polecat right here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I do believe BK Anderson is going to be 2 laps down in the 48.
Don't count him out, Bobby.
No, absolutely not.
If he races hard, he could get that lucky dog and he could get back on the lead lap.
Yes, he can. His teammates right up here. Cody Nagels is going to be in second. Third's going to be Andrew Schroeder. Nice to see him in the Jets ride. Logan Hilton is going to be fourth. Mr. Paul Witt fifth. Harold Rothery sixth. Tim Hilton seventh. And eighth, Richard Sanchez. Ninth, Tom Dixon. And Mr. Gabe Butler cracking your top 10. Super Speedway Kings coming at you on a Tuesday night. Don't forget, guys, their sister league on Friday nights. We call it the Friday Night Fights here at MaxspeedTV on a Friday night. That's where things get down and dirty, don't they, Michael?
Yes, sir, without a doubt.
Oh, yeah. We've got teams against teams. We got rivalries. We got all kinds of good stuff on Friday Night Fights. It's the WWE Wrestling of iRacing. Well, here we go. One more time. Green flagging at Super Speedway Kings Daytona. You can see that one truck up there all by himself, about ready to get pounced on. because these cats are coming. Schroeder up on that top line, trying to go for the lead right here at the 429, and Paul Witt doing the pushing. Cody Nagel's in the bottom in the number 6 machine. He's the pusher, and he got the boy wonder Logan Hilton right there behind him. But you can see him up there riding with Mr. Schroeder. Take a look. Jax, how you doing? The race is going pretty good so far. And right now, if that guy was smart, he would definitely get out of the way. And I would go low for sure. Does he go low? Nope, he's gonna stay high. That makes it kind of tough, doesn't it, Michael? Especially at Daytona.
Yes, sir. Daytona.
We're gonna follow and watch him, see if he bounces off the wall or bounces off somebody. And he did bounce off the wall a couple times right there. And he's still bouncing off the wall. He's disappeared a couple of times too. He might have an internet issue going on. Well, he managed to clear everybody and not kill anybody, so that's a plus. Alvarado down on that bottom. He's gonna stay there. He ain't gonna move. Some of the other guys, where are they at? Gabe Butler, he's going to be in 10th. Peter DeBorgia is 11th in the 40 machines. Sebastian Marin. I do believe him and the Grovers are working together, but we've only got one Grover out here, and that's Patrick. Mark Mann is currently in the 16th position. There he is. Dean Wilkinson in the 21st position and making his way quick. JD Crow still sitting back here, Michael. Just kind of relaxing still. Back in the 19th spot. He's not in a big hurry yet, is he?
Not yet.
Thinking about doing some 3-wide racing? Yes, they are, because here comes the boy, the 63 Mr. Hilton, and he's got the 38 of Tim Hamilton right there with him, and there ain't nobody else with them. They got to have enough with just 2 trucks. Whoa, a little pushing going on right here. There, we got some trouble. We just seen the truck go to heaven. I don't know who it was. Oh, let's see if I can slow this down and see what happened right here. I'm not too positive. I think. See if I can watch it from this angle right here. Rid of this. It happened somewhere right in here. You can see him trying hard on that outside, trying to get something going. 2 trucks working by themselves, and they actually got pretty good momentum going. Yeah, it looks like a little bit of shove there. Paul Witt might have got the 34, Mr. Schroeder, a little bit sideways, but then the 411 came up and nailed Mr. Witt. So I think he backed off because he was getting into him too hard. 429, he hits him right there, gets him a little squirrely, he backs off, but when he does, the 411, he had hammer down. He just kept it going. And, well, that's what happens when you keep things going like that. But one of these trucks, man, he went sky high. I don't know who it was. He definitely got some hang time. It was the 411. Wow.
Yeah, it looked like Paul had to check up, and the 411 just didn't. He couldn't check up in time.
And that's, you know, you can't do that because, I mean, it's just it's hard. I mean, you can predict it, but you know, you see it, but there's just no way in the world that you're going to be able to watch this. And away he goes. And back down. And congratulations to him. You know what that means, don't you? Yep, we got another Dude Wipe Award winner right there. All right. Now we're back. Everybody's thinking about coming down. Now they've got enough. If they pick this time, they're good to go. Let's see how many takers we have. Nagels is going to be leading the way. Now, he got a little bit of damage. A little bit. You can see it right there. He's got some damage on that ride. There it is. Got a little bit of that right front damage right there. That might hinder him. But take a look what he's doing. He's saving fuel. He runs it, and he shuts it off.
I want to give a shout out to one of my old teammates, Bobby, William Sanders. He's watching the broadcast tonight. He was racing with us, and we got the rivalry going between me and Todd, and it kind of scared him a little bit, and he just quit.
Huh. No need to quit. No need to get scared.
Yeah, he's terrified of Todd.
Oh, I've seen him act. It's a little scary, but I ain't terrified of him. Let's see. I got a nephew out here who's actually got my mother. She's 90 years old, Michael. And she's out here. He said she's out here watching me, right? Or watching and listening to me right now. So, hey, Mom. Nagel's still riding around on the bottom, saving some fuel. I don't know if he thinks he's going to have enough to go all the way or not. I'm just not seeing that. He's got 9 laps on it already, and he's got 18 to go. I don't know. But him and Mr. Butler, they're both doing some serious saving. You can see him. He was shutting it off there for a while going around through there. And he's still doing it. So his telemetry or his crew chief might be telling him, save, 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 save. The big race summary, 18 laps to go, 5 cautions, 20 lead changes. Just think, 18 more laps, I can take a swig of NyQuil and pretend this was just a bad dream for me. Ugh. Well, here we go. Nagels is down in a rocking chair in the bottom, and he's got Mr. Gabe Butler doing the pushing behind him. And believe you me, I would feel very comfortable with him behind me. And here we go. Wow, the one got a little bit of a slow takeoff right there, and he just about had the 40 of Deborah shoved right up his rear end. Like I said earlier, he's one of my drivers out here by himself right now. He's never won a super speedway race that was or broadcasted before. As you can see, Butler's going to go up on that middle line, and he's got to force the 31 up against the wall. And that's Peter Alvarado. And nobody running with him right now. There, we got trouble happening already. Again, looks like the 40's going to get turned. And there's a whole bunch of trucks involved.
I don't think the 40 knew Peter was there.
I don't think so either. Slow it down right here. You can see him. He's looking. And get rid of this. He's just riding along right behind Gabe Butler like it's, you know, everything's great. You can see him right here. I don't want him to push Gabe too awful hard. He'll liable to dent my wife's picture he's got on that tailgate. But everything's going fine right there. Take a look and see. Get a little higher view here.
I don't know. Peter may have came down a little bit.
Yeah, well, watching it, eventually it's going to happen. About the time I stop this thing, I'll miss it. So I'm just going to have to speed it up just a little bit right here. There it is. And you can see the 31. Actually, if you take a look, that right there is netcode. Take a look. They're not even touching it all. The computer says they're going to wreck. And so that's the way that is. But yeah, they were both kind of moving, but they weren't close enough to each other. But netcode bought both of those guys' ticket right there.
iRacing did it again.
Yep, it sure did.
Now, about that fuel situation, Bobby.
Uh-huh. Talk to me. Because Mr. Butler, Nagels, and Hickson, they've got 12 laps on their fuel run right now, and there's 15 to go. Ain't no way they're going to have enough fuel to make that. I'm not seeing it. The closest one in line that's setting pretty is the 510 of Mr. Sanchez. Because he only has 5.
Well, I'm not going to say it because Jimmy will be mad at me if I say it, but you know what's coming.
Yeah, it's a possibility. We have not seen the last of the big ugly Grim Reaper caution yet. I think we're going to have probably 1 or 2 more here. You got to give these guys a little bit of break, man. They've been off for a week for the Christmas holiday.
Yeah, I think, as Jimmy says, I think their caution condoms got holes in them.
It's a possibility. Super Speedway Kings Tuesday nights. They got their sister league on Friday nights. The Friday night fights, I call it. That's the league where, well, it's the WWE of iRacing. It's a lot of fun, Michael. A lot of guys call each other out and talk smack with each other just for fun. The ones who can't handle it, obviously, are not racing in it.
You guys should be proud of me and Todd. We haven't screamed at each other on the mic at all.
I know.
And these other guys are got, why'd you do that for?
Yeah, we're gonna.
You knew I was down there.
We're gonna have to get some of that live action. But I don't know. I'm still kind of curious. As you can see, if I can get in his telemetry right here. See him shutting her off? I think he's banking on more cautions, which you don't burn fuel running caution laps, obviously. And these caution laps save fuel. So he might be banking on another caution or so. And if he can, and if he gets it, they will have enough to go all the way. But you can see him saving fuel. He's saving fuel. Cody up here is saving fuel as well. See, I'd ask him right there, but he probably wouldn't tell me. Now, wouldn't that scare the crap out of you if his head turned over to the camera? That would scare me, no doubt about it. $14 laps, 13 laps at the line to go. Here we go. Who's it going to be? We got Gabe Butler on the bottom, Cody Nagels up top. The number 2, Jim Hickson, started 40th. Here he sets, battling in 3rd. He's the pusher in the bottom. They're already 3 wide net behind these guys. Nagels has never won a broadcasted super speedway event. Man, these cats are just getting crazy back up here already. 3 wide racing. Logan Hilton, once again, trying to do something with that 3rd top line. This is where things get just a little bit hairy. You can see them, how they're just jumping all over the place. Sebastian Marin, he's showing his ugly little head in that 23 back here. The only thing Gabe Butler wants is that number 2, Jim Hickson, to push and push his heart out. Logan drops down into the middle right there, right in front of Nagels. Still, these 2 guys up here trying to get something done by themselves on that 3rd line. 3 wide at Daytona. No big deal for these guys. Yet. 10 to go at the line. Butler's sitting out here looking pretty all by himself. Nobody bothering him. The 63, Logan Hilton, just looking for that number 6 of Cody Nagels to push him a little bit harder. Just enough to drop in front of him. Riding around with Mr. Nagels.
That 3rd line needs 1 or 2 more trouble. Oh, look out.
We got trouble going on right there. And that's ugly. Let's see where that one started at. Should be right there. Yep, that's what it was. Back it up a little bit. I believe that's going to be the 088, I think. He's involved in that. That's Stefan, I believe. I tell you what, these things happen so fast, I can't even slow it down fast enough here. Take a watch right here. You can see him. He's going up. Again, see the net code one more time right here? The 510 did come down just a little bit.
Yes, sir. That was net code all day long.
Yep. Net code once again. But you want to talk about luck? I'm going to show you this from a different angle right here. But I want to show you. You want to talk about luck. Watch the 6 of Cody Nagels right here. You want to talk about close? I mean, he almost got turned right there. He was either to gather it up and hang on to it and not run into that number 2.
Woo!
Another coat of paint on that truck and it probably would have caught him. What do you think? As of right now, it's Hilton, Butler, Kirkland, Hickson, and Crow. Now, I will tell you, here comes Cody out of the pits. He either didn't have enough on fuel, or he might have had a little bit of damage, and he just couldn't do anything with it. Remember, he had damage up there on that right front. But that's going to drop him back in the 12th spot. 8 laps to go.
Jimmy can't blame that one on me because I didn't say the C word. You did. That was your fault.
Yeah, well, it happens. You can't kick a man when he's already down. Let's see. Sebastian Marin, he's up to the 7th. And take a look at that. Mr. Todd Siebels, he was 2 laps down. And here he is in the top 8 right now. Tim Hamilton, and there's Dean Wilkinson, the Van Halen machine. He's cracked. He's in the top 10. Mark Mann is 11th. These guys right here, they've got plenty of time to get the job done. They are not worried. Actually, they're probably sitting right where they want to be. BK trying to come out and beat that pace car, and he does. He's still going to be a few laps down. All right, Michael, say something pretty for about 5 seconds. I got to blow some nose. I'll be right back.
You want me to sing or something? Actually, looks like Mr. Siebels is sitting in 9th, Bobby. With no quick repairs, but his truck is still clean. You didn't mute your mic, by the way. You didn't mute your mic. We all got the trumpet sound.
Oh, I muted it. Don't worry. Oh.
Just try to get the chat to play along with me and say, ew.
I wouldn't wish this on you. Well, Butler's going to be on the top, it looks like. Logan's going to be on the bottom. And look who's lurking. JD Crow right there in the 5th spot in the 17. The cream's coming to the top there, Michael.
Well, if they leave a gap, I can tell you where that 17 truck's going.
Quiet all race long. And here he comes. He's going to show his ugly little head. And I'm going to say ugly because you told me that earlier. Now you're going to start seeing him getting a little jiggy with it.
Butler to the top.
3 wide already. Sebastian Marin down there in the 23 doing the pushing in the middle lane. Sebastian Marin, he was a Dale Cup boy. All the Dale Cup boys quit and sold the rigs and left. He's the only one, I think, surviving. Doing it by himself right now. And the 38 says, I don't care who it is, just push, push, push. That top line just ain't got it going. You see Sebring, or the 45 up there, yeah. He's trying to do something, trying to push Todd Siebels. Oh.
Okay, what's the caution for this time?
I don't know. I do not see it nowhere. Let's go back and try to hunt it. I'm looking. Are you seeing anything?
Well, let's see.
I do not see it. Either I'm crazy or I can't find it. Well, Mark Mann gets airborne in the grass. I can't find it nowhere. Does somebody run over a pop bottle or a water bottle? Mara, I haven't said hi to you yet tonight. I just noticed that. Hello. That's the truck owner of Mr. Mark Mann of the 04 machine. And to be quite honest with you, Mark is sitting in the 7th spot right here. There he is. You see, I told these guys if they put my face on the truck, they'll go 0.2 faster. They don't believe me. Why do you think Cody right here has been running up front so much? That's the reason right there.
Well, you've got your story and I've got mine. I think it's because they're trying to stay away from everybody and keep them getting wrecked.
Yeah, that could be it too. Well, we're going to line it up and do it again, Michael.
Just imagine what would happen if they had Jimmy's face on their car.
Oh, Lord. I don't know.
His nice, shiny little bald head.
Yeah, I would, no. I don't know. I don't even want to imagine it right now.
Would definitely blind some drivers behind them.
Yeah. Yeah, they have to wear sunglasses. Well, let's see. Let's do the, let's check out the Jimmy Crow race summary report. 8 cautions. You think the whites in his eyes turned red by now?
Oh, I'm sure he's had Marie bring him a drink or two.
Oh, we got 25 lead changes. That's pretty good in this race tonight. So the cautions, you know, it kind of weighs itself out a little bit. Logan Hilton on the bottom. He started 33rd, and here he is. This kid can drive. He could drive a grease plug in a bull's butt. I'm telling you, he can drive.
That's a wonderful analogy there.
Thank you. You can use that if you want.
That's a one heck of a picture in the back of my mind there.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to use that in your future endeavors.
Thank you.
JD Crow. Oh, Lord, I'll pay dearly for that one, I'm sure. JD Crow, 27th. Now he's sitting in 3rd on the 17 machine. I'll tell you, JD gets an opportunity. You know as well as I do. He's heading up high. He got to head right to that wall.
I think he's changed his strategy tonight because he's been working that bottom line. Maybe he's trying to prove a point that he can drive the bottom line.
It's a possibility. I know I'm not used to him down there. It really messes with my head. Take a look. Gabe Butler, Dean Wilkinson, Cody Nagels, Todd Siebels, all these cats back here, they got to go. Again, I would like to see. That's my wife up there, Michael, in case you didn't know that.
Are we still on this?
Yeah, right. Yes, we still are.
Even if Gabe don't win the race or finish 3rd or 2nd or whatever, we're going to put him in there. We're going to have to question him about this.
We are going to have to. I should be getting some royalties for it, I think. Well, I don't know. I don't know if she's going to bring him good luck or not. He's going to have to get on it right here, and he's in a pretty good spot to do it, too.
Well, I think if he gets through this mess, she's going to have to get out and push.
Well, that ain't going to happen. She hasn't pushed for me. Here we go. Logan Hilton's on the bottom of 39. Kirkland is up top. Sebastian Marin's pushing, and so is JD Crow. The question is, are they going to be able to go around this thing for 2 laps and keep their noses clean? I probably don't think so. You've got 2 of the best pushing behind these guys, Sebastian Marin and JD Crow. You can see them. They're all wandering around and making their moves. Now they're going to go 3 wide. Nagels is up top in the 6 machine trying to do something. And he's only got 1 guy with him. And it's not going to be enough. Wilkinson right there. Trying to do something as well. Anthony English in the number 5, or the 44 in the 5th position. He's having a great run.
Well, 6 scrubbing the wall a little bit.
And that's why I told him not to put my face in the side of the truck, because I can't afford any more wrinkles.
Oh, easy. Thought he was going to turn Dean there for a second.
Kirtland trying like crazy, trying to get it up there, to get in front of the Boy Wonder in the 63. JD Crow is not going to allow that to happen if he can help it. Whoa, Sebastian. Kirtland goes up and sees his maker. That was the end of that deal. Hilton wins it. Well, we got to go back and see that again here right at the finish. And here they come. We'll slow her down. Heck of a run. But that turn right there, that did it. Logan Hilton, look at them all going. Well, Hilton is going to come away with the win. And a lot of tore up trucks. All right, everybody, stick around. We're going to be right back. We'll talk to these guys and we'll get their take on things. But your winner is Logan Hilton, Max Speed TV, Bobby with all the freaking hobbies coming at you, Super Speedway Kings. We'll be back after this.
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is...
We'll be back after these brief nose blows.
Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame.
JD Crow coming home with a second
We're
place.
gonna lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team.
Well, damage on his
It's
truck,
over.
no doubt.
You can't fix that damage.
Put the emblem because I don't think there's here, let me see if he's still nice.
You ain't live, like.
I'm being told we can be here. We can be heard on the broadcast.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it started off pretty rough. Seemed I couldn't avoid the trouble, but I decided to hang back at the middle portion of the race and found myself at the front at the end. Yeah, I apologize for the. I think it was the 39 who had 10 before the checkered. Now just trying to do all I could to get him the dub and pushed him a little too hard. I want to thank you, Bobby, for putting this great broadcast, Jimmy for putting on this great league, and
It wasn't great tonight.
the Dell Cup guys and the Gruber brothers for helping me out. Yeah, will do.
Hi, Bobby. Hi, Bobby.
That is no, that is JD. Yep. See you. Good night.
Hey, Bobby. Yeah, we just had a horrible qualifying effort tonight. We've been working on race setup, playing with the shocks and stuff, and it really killed our qualifying attempt. But hey, here we are. Well, that's what I'm here for, Bobby. I'm here to screw with your head like everybody else. But well, it was on the Christmas card. It said, "Oh, it was that by the way." Yeah, it was an interesting night. With an off, and then we come back to Daytona, which is always interesting because we can go three wide here, but some guys I think get a little scared about it or they wander around, makes it challenging. But we ran at the back early and was able to hook up with Logan. There at one point, there's like I think three or four of us. Sebastian may have been in the group as well, and we were able to run faster times than the leaders. So I knew I could push him pretty hard, and I was for that last part, I was just going to stick to him as quick as I could and as hard as I could, and with the Sebastian out there pushing on the top side, I knew it was going to be a push off, and we were either going to blow up trying or unfortunately, a little bit of a missed push there on Bastion caused that accident. But I knew Logan could hang on to it. It was just a matter. He had a little bit of damage, which kind of hurt us a bit through the bottom of the corner, and if he would get down on the yellow, we'd kind of lose a little bit momentum. But I was just going to stay stuck to him and see what happened. And lo and behold, he pulled off a win, and I wound up with second. So we'll take the points, and come back and make a chase for the championship.
Well, I do want to apologize for the last 1.5 interviews because my stupid mic was on mute. Just to let you know, I'm fighting a severe sinus infection. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm like half in the bag right now. So my apologies for the crappy interview I just did.
Oh, you've been doing fine. We heard you.
Yeah, but they didn't hear me out on YouTube. I had my mic muted, so they only got one side of the story.
Well, that's the side that counts. I've been hearing you for the last hour and a half.
Yeah, they're probably tired of hearing me. I know I'm tired of hearing me. But congratulations.
JD, I want to say you made a liar out of me. I told Bobby, I said, when the time is right, JD is going to that top line, and you can watch for him to be going to the front. And we kept watching you, and I said, maybe he's just trying to prove that he can run the bottom line.
Well, I had my eye on it. I can tell you that. There was one chance, that one restart, the next to last restart, when Gabe was on the top, and the three of us on the bottom got a really good start. really tight, got away from him. I thought about jumping up there, but we had just so much momentum up there. I didn't want to fall back and then get stuck behind some other cars. So I committed to the bottom and then committed to Logan through the rest of the race. But I had my eye up there. I really wanted to go, but I thought better of it a few times.
Well, you made a good decision. Great race. Good finish. Congratulations.
Thank you, Michael.
Well, anyway, good job, bud. You got some points. Who all do you want to thank before I let you go and before I pass out?
Well, first and foremost, I gotta thank Jimmy. Without Jimmy, putting these on, we wouldn't have 8 or 9 people emailing him because they can't get in. And just thank him for putting up with it. I know he wants to really see a all green flag pit stop race, and it's just tough. I mean, there's 42 guys that get in here. There's another 8 or 10 that want to get in here, and it's a race, qualifying race every lap of these long runs. So I know Jimmy beats himself up because he really wants to put on a great show, but it is a great show. It's why people are trying to get in here, and I just want to thank him and appreciate his patience and we're here to support him. We love racing in this room with all these guys, so don't beat yourself up, Jimmy. And thank MaxspeedTV and you, Bobby, for putting it on. Thanks, Michael, for jumping up and helping Bobby out tonight. And lastly, got a good shout out to my guys down in Groveland, Florida, down at J Concepts for letting us run the colors. And congratulations, Logan. Congratulations, Sebastian. And look forward to next week.
All right, JD. I guess I'll be seeing you on the Friday night fights. Am I right?
I hope so.
All righty. Don't forget that Friday Night Fights. It's the sister league to Super Speedway Kings. It's the WWE of iRacing. It's a blast. You guys don't want to miss that. JD, take care of yourself, buddy, and we'll catch you down the road here on Friday night. Be safe.
Thank you, Bobby, and Happy New Year to everyone if we don't see you till next week.
All right, brother. That's right. This Friday it is. I'm sorry, you're not going to see us this Friday because it's a holiday. So you'll see us the following Friday. Yeah, it's the drugs talking. All right, talk to me, Logan. You did it, son.
Hi.
Hi. Congratulations.
How are you? Thank you.
I'm not doing very hot.
No.
Sinus infections got me pretty bad. I feel like a complete idiot up here trying to broadcast. But congratulations on the win, man.
I appreciate it. It was an interesting race. Even though, we had some cautions, which, to be honest, is nothing compared to what I've seen in officials this week. So it was normal for me. I had no problem with it. I think those cautions just show that we were racing hard and we were fighting for every spot out there. But I had fun. I guess I'm biased because I won the race, but still, I got to hang out with my team over at Alliance and a couple of the other guys over there, and it's always fun hanging out with them. And I got to race my beautiful paint scheme covered all over red and kicking the tires.
I'm looking at it right now, showing everybody. That's pretty sharp looking. I like it. I saw your mom was out here in the YouTube chatting with us here briefly for what little I could see out of my eyes. But she's always out here, and she's a big supporter of you, and I think that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, my mom, my grandma, my grandpa, and the other side of the family, my grandma and grandpa, all of them, they all tune in every now and then and watch it, and I like to put on a show for them, and it's always cool to get a win whenever I know they're watching.
Yeah, see, now that's awesome. iRacing brings families together. That should be a commercial. I think I'm going to have to write them and tell them that. But anyway,
exactly.
Congratulations, Logan. Who you want to thank before I let you go, buddy?
Well, again, thanks to all my friends and family that watch the race and tune in. Thanks to you here at MaxspeedTV for putting on the broadcast for the Super Speedway Kings. Thanks to Jimmy for putting on the league. It's a lot of fun, and whether or not we have caution some nights, it's still cool to come out here and hang out with everyone. I'd like to thank Kicking the Tires for being on the car. Justin Rowden for making this awesome paint scheme, and Nexus Esports over there. And you know what? Thanks to this bottle of water that I was drinking throughout the race, it helped me get through it.
I hear you. All right, Jimmy, who you got? Got anything to say to your winner?
Oh yeah, congratulations, Logan. Appreciate you racing. With that victory, you do have the most wins in the Super Speedway Kings Tuesday night series with 5, and you only have 21 starts. So I said that's a pretty darn good winning percentage. So I appreciate you racing, Logan. I appreciate all the drivers. Tonight was rough. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't pleased. You know, I know we're gonna have some cautions, but 8's a little much. So hopefully we'll do better next time. Again, I appreciate everybody racing. But yeah, I'm just a little bummed, a little embarrassed, but hey, it is what it is when you're a league owner. So hope everybody had a good Christmas and everybody has a good New Year, and y'all be safe.
All right, Logan, thanks a lot, buddy. Congratulations, the winningest driver in Super Speedway Kings history so far. Keep up the good work.
Cool.
That is really cool because you know what? There's 40 some other drivers out there that has just the same ability and talent to win, and you come out on top. That's saying something. So congratulations, and we'll hopefully see you after the holidays.
Thank you.
All right, see you, buddy. Oh,
Thank you, Bobby and Mike.
we got
Mr.
through
Crow.
it.
Yes, sir.
As I was telling Bobby at the start of the broadcast, it's the nature of the beast. This is Daytona, man. And don't be down on yourself because you know what happens when we come to Daytona.
All right, guys. Yeah. I'm going to get off here. We're going to let everybody go. Appreciate you guys. Michael, thanks for helping me out, man, because I tell you,
I was here. I don't know how much help I was, but I was here.
I've got 4 screens in front of me, but actually I think I've got 8 I'm looking at, so something's not quite right with me right now. I think it's the drugs.
Everything you do.
You guys take care. Have yourself a happy and a safe New Year, along with everybody out in YouTube land. You be safe out there. Till next time. See ya.
Yep. God bless. Happy New Year.
Thank you, Bobby, for everything you do. Thank you, Bob. Man, that was